In his keynote address, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Irfan Ali, emphasized that the institution will serve not only as an academic research center, but also a hub for developing action plans and analyzing regional threats and challenges.
The sister institute of the National Defense University and Perry Center that will help them to train persons within CARICOM, South America, Central America.
President Ali highlighted that security is a collective responsibility. To address this, strategic courses and certificates will be available for public and private sector professionals involved in management and decision-making, including a specialized program for diplomats in Guyana.
So we are already working with our sister agencies to develop that program so that the diplomats serving in Guyana and then in the region can go through with us the varied historical transition in political, ideological, military defense thinking.
The nature of threats has evolved beyond traditional issues. They now encompass various challenges that could undermine Guyana's sovereignty and national security. It is essential for leaders to be equipped with the necessary knowledge and training to handle these contemporary challenges, the President added. Meanwhile, Director of the NDI, Dr. Randolph Prasad, pinpointed specific areas of study while also serving the leadership of Guyana and the broader Caribbean region.
In strategic and intelligence studies, foreign policy analysis, comparative politics, strategic communication, defense economics, political sociology, and history.
The Institute will offer a certificate in defense studies, an undergraduate program, and a master's degree covering areas such as crisis decision-making, great power rivalry, global hydrocarbon and climate change politics, and strategic and cross-cultural communication. In addition to theoretical studies, practical training exercises, including tabletop exercises on emergency rescue and evacuation operations led by Colonel Sheldon Howell and Captain Jerry Gavaya, will be conducted. The University of Guyana, in collaboration with NDI, currently offers research in 4 areas: foreign policy and diplomacy, strategic studies, human security and development, and civilian-military relations. I am Carice Gonzalez reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Carice. Stay with us. There is more news ahead.
Welcome to SNL Electrical Inc., where lighting's and electrical needs are met with expertise and style. From the latest in electrical lamps to durable cables, circuit breakers, panels, we have it all. Illuminate your space with our elegant chandeliers, stunning crystal lights, and versatile pole lights. Looking to upgrade your comfort? Explore top-of-the-line AC units and our diverse selections of stylish styles. Visit us at 170-180 Thomas Street, Kitty, Georgetown. Discover a solution that not only lights up your world but transforms it. Call us on telephone number 226-3018 or 223-1634. SNL Electrical Inc., powering your life with elegance, quality, and care.
Say goodbye to germs with a free Sterling Super Soap automatic dispenser. That's right, get free equipment and installation of our touch-free dispenser. The perfect amount of soap every time ensures clean and germ-free hands. Refilling is quick and easy with 4 amazing fragrances: coconut, sunflower sunrise, pink blossom, and citrus zest. Call us on 265-7403.
Krishna Roth Establishment, no job is too small or too large. We specialize in all types of fabricating, machinery, excavator repairs, rice field pumps, and hydraulic hoses. Visit us at Lot 113, Block CC Monrepo, East Coast, Demerara, or call 220-9624, 616-9416, or 619-7880. At Krishna Roth Establishment, no job is too small or too large.
Working and studying? Lacking energy and restless? Dr. Chase Nerve Food and Nerve and Blood Tablet and Tonic improve your energy, reduce stress and anxiety, improve immunity, digestion, sleep, and nerve function, fight anemia, and maintain liver function. Dr. Chase contains iron, vitamin C, B1, B12, manganese, liver fraction, aloe vera extract, and gentian root. Now, that's a doctor to trust. Dr. Chase.
Carbon Airlines has confirmed Wednesday that a threat had been received at its headquarters call center, but that the threat was not made against the airline. However, security officials in Guyana have launched an investigation into a bomb threat made against the Chedijagan International Airport and Carbon Airlines. In a brief statement, Carbon Airlines said that the threat was received on Sunday, September 1, via its call center in Trinidad. Police here in Guyana have confirmed that an investigation into the threat is ongoing and that the authorities have so far determined that the call originated from Guyana. With the aim of deterring social media platforms from attacking the reputation and character of others, the government will be revising the Cybercrime Act. Find out more from Tiana Cole.
On Tuesday, Attorney General and the Legal Affairs Minister Anand Nandlal said the government will not stand idly by in the face of onslaught of its citizens, and as such, it will be amending the Cybercrime Act.
Something has to be done about the use of the social media as a weapon against the citizens of this country.
The Attorney General made it clear that the time has come to place serious attention to regulating cyberspace. Social media is unregulated here, and oftentimes users exploit each other, becoming slanderous, which can have far-reaching consequences.
A regulatory framework must be installed and installed very quickly to arrest this situation. And the penalties for violation of this regulatory framework must be condign.
A review of the Cybercrime Act is currently underway, and once completed, amendments will be brought before Parliament when it reconvenes.
We had indicated that we were working as part of a team at the level of the United Nations to craft a new convention that will govern cyberspace.
Guyana has completed their participation, and those who participated on behalf of Guyana have reported that they are in position to work on the amendments of the Cybercrime Act, the AG related. Guyana's Cybercrime Act, which was passed in 2018, addresses various aspects of harassment using electronic media. Tiana reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
More than 100 local small miners were awarded mining properties within the area once occupied by Troy Resources. This is according to Natural Resources Minister Vikram Bharat, as more lands are being made available in the sector. This story from Antonio Day.
112 Guyanese small miners, whether they were miners before or whether they're interested in getting into the sector now, they have been awarded a small mineral property in the formerly Troy Resources property.
That was Minister of Natural Resources Vikram Bharat during a recent press briefing, informing citizens about the government's push to make more lands available to small miners. Several international companies have indicated interest in taking control over the Kuruni mining district in Region 7, which was formerly occupied by Australian companies. company, Troy Resources.
Is that we have been speaking with a number of companies that have expressed an interest in taking over the operation. I can tell you safely, without disclosing names, that I met with about 3 or 4 groups. That is a mixture of Guyanese and international investors that are interested in the Troy Resources area.
Without revealing the names of the investors, Minister Barrett said that the two companies have been afforded the opportunity to take their technical staff into the area to do an independent assessment of the mining area. Since the closure of the mineral property in 2023, the state currently has purview over the living quarters, the administrative section, the processing plant, and the mineral pits. There is also the full-time presence of the Ghana Geology and Mines Commission, known as GGMC, in the Kuruni area, Barrett said. Meanwhile, the state is also forging towards the recommencement of operations at Araima, Berbice River, which was occupied by Russian aluminum company known as Rusal.
We are working towards restarting that operation, and at some point in time too, we want to restart the Rusal operation, whether it's with Rusal or any other investor.
Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
You will hear now that the Attorney General has made it clear that the government will be going after councillors from neighbourhood democratic councils who are involved in the illegal sale of public lands.
Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Anil Nandlal stated that the government is aware that some council members of the Neighbourhood Democratic Councils (NDCs) are selling public lands and, as a result, will be held accountable.
NDCs have no power to rent or sell land within their NDC. State lands, public lands, government lands, reserve lands within their NDCs without the consent or permission of the minister.
The AG added that information received is that NDCs are selling lands and councillors themselves and other members of the public are buying state lands. He stressed that the Minister of Local Government wrote to the various NDCs countrywide informing of the relevant statutory provisions.
The matters are going to be reported to the police because there is a serious series of criminal offences that are being committed there by both the buyer and the seller.
He added that persons will be charged and placed before the courts.
Of course, they will lose the monies that they have paid, and those who have received these monies will have to account for them, and the sales will not be recognized by the state.
Nandlal also issued a public warning to defaulting councillors and buyers. If the warning is not heeded, he said, quote unquote, actions will start to unfold in a few days. Tianoko reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
This is the HGP Nightly News. Stay with us. There is more news ahead.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1, give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
Tropic Construction Solutions, we pride ourselves on being one of the leading distributors of high-quality woven and non-woven geotextile fabric, geotextile tubes, and geogrids for over 15 years in Guyana. We supply reflective vests, sleeves, quality hard hats, and more for your construction needs. We are located in No. 2 Village, East Coast Berbice, 1 minute from Palmyra. Our distribution mechanism enables us to offer delivery across the city of Georgetown. Contact us at +5926-284-077 or visit our website at www.tcsgt.com.
It's Scipio, it's Scipio. It's Scipio, man, girl and boy. Feel the Scipio joy from every nation in the Caribbean. Larger than life, we're building legends in this Caribbean nation. We're all in, it's Scipio time.
We're all in. Republic Bank, titles sponsor and official bank of the Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League.
Thanks for staying with us here in the HGP Nightly News. We tell you now that the University of Guyana has welcomed 3,700 new students this year, including 3 teenagers who recently excelled at CSEC.
Vice-Chancellor of the University of Guyana, Dr. Paloma Mohammed Martin, during the institution's formal commencement ceremony, highlighted that during the university's 61 years of existence, it has welcomed its largest batch of new students.
And 3,700 are getting admitted. You recognize that you are in a very select, special, significant, and privileged group.
Among the 3,700 new students at the University of Guyana are 3 teenagers who achieved outstanding results at this year's Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate examinations, accomplishing this achievement before reaching grade 11. 2 of the students have enrolled in Computer Sciences program within the Faculty of Natural Sciences, while the third has joined the Faculty of Engineering and Technology. Dr. Mohammed Martin, however, acknowledged the challenges of integrating young students into specific fields. However, the university plans to find new opportunities and interests to engage them further. Additionally, the Vice-Chancellor highlighted that the university's expanding student body reflects its strategic efforts to extend its reach beyond the coastline.
The mandate that we work for ourselves, to get a diverse group in here and to get everyone in. And why did we say that? We said that because, 1, the prognosis for changing the lives of an entire family is over 40%. If you have one person in that family who would have gone to a university, even if they did not complete, you have 40% of changing, transforming the entire families.
With its 8 academic divisions and 9 research institutes, including the accredited College of Medical Sciences and the School of Entrepreneurship and Business Innovation, the university has educated, trained, and conducted research with over 64,000 students in its 61 years of operation. I am Curious Gonzalez reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Antonio Day tells us that Guyana's external debt amounted to US $1.9 billion at the end of June this year. That's according to the Ministry of Finance's mid-year report.
According to the Ministry of Finance's mid-year report, Guyana's public debt remains sustainable, being subject to moderate risk of debt distress. At the end of the first half of this year, the country's stock of public and publicly guaranteed, known as the PPG debt, amounted to $5 billion, reflecting positive net flows from both external and domestic creditors. The report published on August 28 cited that at the end of the first half, multilateral creditors accounted for the largest share of external PPG debt with 63.4%. Bilateral creditors accounted for the largest share of 35.1%, while private creditors accounted for the smallest share of 15%. The mid-year report also cited that the external PPG debt stock is projected to rise to $2.8 billion by the end of 2024 on account of anticipated positive net flows across both the bilateral and multilateral creditor categories. Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
A 47-year-old man was charged with the murder of a welder that occurred on Saturday evening on the west bank of Demerara. Daisy Richards will tell you more.
47-year-old Ordine Griffith, a driver of Lust in Rust, West Bank Demerara, was arrested and charged for the murder of 23-year-old Ali Mark Augustine, a welder also of Lust in Rust. The murder occurred on Saturday, August 31st, 2024. Griffith appeared before Her Worship Rondell Weaver at the Wales Magistrates Court, where the charge was read to him. He was not required to plea and was remanded to prison. The case has been adjourned to October 4th. The incident regarding Augustine and the suspect occurred around 11:30 p.m. on Saturday at a birthday party in the area. It was reported that during the party, an argument ensued between the now deceased man and a group of villagers over a past issue. The confrontation got physical and Augustine was stabbed by the group of men. He ran a short distance but collapsed in a nearby yard. The residents who saw the entire ordeal immediately called the police. Augustine was found with a single stab wound under his left armpit. He was picked up and taken to the West Demerara Regional Hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. His body was subsequently taken to the Ezekiel Funeral Home. The police had arrested 4 persons in connection with the man's murder. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Stay tuned for regional news.
GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. It is the civic duty and legal responsibility of all persons who meet the eligibility requirements to apply for registration. By doing so, you will be ensuring that you are issued a national identification card and be included in the official lists of electors for future elections, providing you meet all eligibility criteria. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, contact GCOM on 225-02779 or visit the website www.gcom.org.gy.
Whatever your dream is, Republic Bank can help you make it happen. You can make it happen. Let's help you get there with a Make It Happen loan.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The Guyana Elections Commission GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31st, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. Types of transactions. Anyone eligible for registration is required to visit the registration office responsible for his or her area of residence to apply for registration. Persons who are already registered could apply for a name change if they have changed their names since they were last registered. Apply for corrections if there is incorrect information on their national ID cards. Persons who are desirous of conducting any of the above transactions must provide the relevant supporting documents. Persons who are already registered could request that their photographs be retaken if the quality of the photographs on their ID cards is unacceptable. Collect their new ID cards if they have not done so as yet. This registration exercise will end on November 29th, 2024. For further information, please contact GCOM on the following hotline numbers: 225-027729, 226-6557, 223-9650, or visit the GCOM website at www.gcom.org.gy.
Good evening and welcome to Wednesday's edition of the Regional News. The world's attention on Venezuela has been focused in the last weeks on the fallout from the highly contested presidential election that both the ruling party and its opponents claim to have won. the ensuring persecution of critics, and the arrest warrant against a former opposition presidential candidate. But as political tension escalated, President Nicolas Maduro decided there was a more important matter to discuss: Christmas, and the need to kick off the jolly season a tad early this year, in October to be precise. It's September and it already smells like Christmas, Maduro said during his weekly television show. That's why this year, as a way of paying tribute to you all and in gratitude to you all, I'm going to decree an early Christmas for October 1. But not everyone seems eager to start singing Christmas carols. This is not the first time that Maduro, in power since 2013, has declared the early arrival of Christmas. He did so during the COVID-19 pandemic, but never this early. Also, this year the political mood is particularly tense, even if Maduro said the season will come with peace, happiness, and security. Ruling party loyal electoral authorities declared Maduro the winner of the July 28 election without showing any detailed results to back up their claim, as they did in previous presidential elections. But a lack of transparency has drawn international condemnation against Maduro and his allies, while the main opposition faction has presented electronic copies of its own electoral tallies, showing that its candidate Edmundo Gonzalez got the most votes. Brazil's top foreign policy advisor yesterday slammed Venezuela's arrest warrant for opposition leader Edmundo Gonzalez as, quote-unquote, very concerning, and said there was a clear authoritarian escalation in the country. Other countries around the Americas, including the United States, Argentina, and Peru, also condemned the move. The Venezuelan Attorney General office said on Monday that the court had issued an arrest warrant for Gonzalez, the opposition's presidential candidate, accusing him of conspiracy and other crimes, amid a dispute over whether he or President Nicolas Maduro won the July 28 election. Brazilian foreign policy advisor Celso Amorim said that if Venezuelan authorities go through with Gonzalez's arrest, it would be a political arrest, and we do not accept political prisoners, quote unquote. There is no denying that there is an authoritarian escalation in Venezuela. We do not feel openness to dialogue. There is a very strong reaction to any comment, Amorim said, while adding that Brazil still held out hope for the solution to the crisis. Later, the Brazilian and Colombian governments, in a joint statement, said they were profoundly concerned about the issue of the arrest warrant. Washington also criticized the warrant, which followed weeks of comments from Venezuelan government officials that Gonzalez and other members of the opposition should be jailed. Antigua and Barbuda on the heat watch as high temperatures are anticipated from September 5 through to September 12. The heat watch will be in effect daily from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. with a heat index feels like temperatures expected to reach or exceed 38 degrees Celsius. The Met Office has issued this watch due to light winds and high humidity, which are expected to elevate the heat index to potentially hazardous levels. These conditions create a risk of health issues, particularly for sensitive groups. Sensitive populations include the elderly, young children, pregnant, nursing mothers, individuals with chronic health conditions such as breathing or heart issues, older workers, the homeless, and the low-income individuals are at highest risk. Extreme heat can lead to heat-related illnesses such as heat stroke, heat exhaustion, fainting, cramps, rash, and edema. These conditions are preventable, but can result in serious long-term health problems or even death. Residents are advised to take immediate precautions if symptoms of heat illness appear, including dizziness, fainting, nausea, vomiting, headache, rapid breathing, and extreme thirst. Thank you for watching. I am Tiana Cole.
a senior cop at the center of the Matthews Ridge cocaine bust. Ramjatan believes there's more in the mortar than the pestle. National Defense Institute launched to strengthen regional defense capabilities. Investigation launched into bomb scare against CJIA and Caribbean Airlines. And a major fire averted at West Rheinveld Primary, 3 days into the new school year. Those are our major headlines. For these stories and more, please go to our website. It's www.hgptv.com. I'm Travis Chase. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.